Bonjour, fellow football connoisseurs! Welcome back to the Quick Take and welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video, I'll be talking about the news regarding Mauricio Pochettino's future. Apparently, a decision has been made, but what is it? Let's find out. Before I continue, I would like to quickly remind you I am running a giveaway with OwnASaber.com where at 15,000 subscribers you could be in with a chance at winning the King of London lightsaber, the perfect saber for every Chelsea fan. 3 participants will be chosen and all you have to do to enter is subscribe to the channel and check the pinned comment down below for more information. And with that, on with the video. Now, I would love to spend this first half of the video, or first part of the video, discussing yesterday's shenanigans against Middlesbrough. However, I've decided that that needs a little bit more fine-tuning, and so I am now working on a video going over that game, but also going over the bigger picture, and what I think we need to do going forward. But that does not distract us from the news coming out today. This is coming in from Bobby Vincent, Chelsea writer, reported on Football London. Chelsea make Mauricio Pochettino decision as owner's stance remains clear. The latest on the future of Mauricio Pochettino as the club's fan base lost more patience with the head coach after Chelsea were beaten away at Middlesbrough on Tuesday night. Chelsea have no intention of sacking head coach Mauricio Pochettino at this moment in time. Football London understands. The Blues boss came under even more pressure from the club's fan base after they were beaten 1-0 away at Middlesbrough in the Carabao Cup semi-final first leg on Tuesday night. The travelling supporters vented their frustration at the team on full time from the away end, and some players, including Thiago Silva, going to them to try and calm the situation down. Pochettino feels Chelsea played well overall at the Riverside Stadium despite the result and kept pointing to the tie not being decided just yet. That alone is a controversial statement. Just how well can you play against Middlesbrough and still lose 1-0 even though they have 12 players out injured and picked up another 2 during the game, one of them being very early on. We failed to actually take advantage of this advantage we have over Middlesbrough. And you can say, well, we also had injuries. They had similar injury issues and they're Middlesbrough. They are, I think, 12th in the league. We are not doing too hot ourselves, but we are at least mid-table in the Premier League, not the Championship. Big difference. Football London understands Chelsea are continuing to back Pochettino and their stance in that regard has not changed whatsoever. The club remained in the Carabao Cup and are in 4th round of the FA Cup, where they will face Aston Villa at the end of the month at Stamford Bridge. Of course, Aston Villa are on fire right now. Unai Emery has got them playing excellently and they are doing very well in the league, as you may know. It is not looking as pretty in the Premier League, you can say that twice, for Chelsea, but the Blues have won back-to-back matches against Crystal Palace and Luton. Ooh, Luton! This weekend, they welcome Fulham to SW6 in a match that now seems to have added significance. Last season, Graham Potter was sacked by the club's owners after 7 months in charge at the Bridge. However, the hierarchy accept they made some mistakes, that's putting it lightly, in that whole process and are determined to get things right this time round. Crucially, there remains a genuine belief that Pochettino is the right man to lead the club forward on the pitch. As always with any club, the situation will be assessed at the end of the season, and that is certainly the case at Chelsea. Now, again, I'll be going into far more finer detail. Right now, I'm doing this live. I'm not scripting this video. I'll be going into far more analytical, far more precise, fine-combed detail as to how much I disagree with this statement. That is, crucially, there remains a genuine belief that Pochettino is the right man to lead the club forward on the pitch. They did mention Graham Potter, and what I would like to highlight around the Graham Potter link is, around about the same time last season, when things were going fairly poorly for Graham, we were hearing the exact same things, that the club has absolutely no intention to sack Graham Potter, that they put forward the notion that they believe having a full transfer window and having a full pre-season is the reason, or missing out on those two, sorry, is the reason as to why Graham Potter is struggling the way he is. Of course, we had injury problems last season as well, not to the extent that we do at the moment. Of course, we're losing both Ben Chilwell, Cucurella, Reece James, important players in, well, you could say Robert Sanchez potentially, Remy Lavia, Christopher Nkunku's out injured, Nicholas Jackson is now away at AFCON, Broyer's just come back from injury and has really failed to make any real impact or really make a name for himself in terms of, hey, you don't need another striker, hey, I can do this all by myself. I just don't see that with Broja, and apparently there is interest from West Ham, so we may want to have a look at that and then go after a striker in the January window, which is exactly what is happening, allegedly. This is coming in from Sammy Mokbel 81 DM, reported by CFC Pice. Breaking: Todd Boehly and Bedag Egbali are prepared to spend more cash in hopes of revitalising Chelsea season, with the Blues chasing a striker and a left back. I've already suggested the left back. I'm not going to say his name again. Go watch the video on the left back. It's a great video. It's actually performed really well for me recently. My videos have been kind of recently, but that one's done quite well and I'm very proud of it. The striker I've already mentioned many times in these past few videos. The striker I would look for, of course, Dominic Solanke could be available, but it does look like Newcastle are after him, and honestly I'd rather go for someone else, someone of the taller persuasion. Let's just say that. But moving back on to Mauricio Pochettino, because there are some things I would like to say. I think we made a big mistake, right? I think that goes without saying, and Chelsea at the moment are in one of the lowest periods. I thought last season was bad, but right now I feel completely dejected. Last season I felt numb because things were going in a very bad direction. I think we went 16 games without a win under Graham Potter, and the owners and everyone at the club and all the briefings we were given was, oh, it's all rosy and clear. He'd walk into press conferences and say, sorry guys, I was in a crisis meeting, we're mid-table. That pushed me over the edge. Mauricio Pochettino's comments after the games are pushing me over the edge. Comments like this, which is just a direct lie. Mauricio Pochettino on angry Chelsea fans. Don't be confused because the fans were acting to Middlesbrough fans. They were fantastic with us. Thiago and some players, they were trying to calm our fans because I think it was a problem between the fans. Be careful how you translate to the media or our fans. Don't confuse the fans. From what I've heard and from what I've seen from the fans that are actually at that game, it was directed towards the players. It wasn't towards the Middlesbrough fans. The Chelsea fans and Middlesbrough fans, honestly, I'm not going to say there's respect there, but there's not a real beef there. The beef has been with the players that has been disappointing them and forcing them to travel to these games to watch them, only to put out terrible performances like this after being invested in so heavily. There is so much riding on this season in terms of our future, and we're throwing it away. And the final comment he made just really annoyed me. The performance was good. We cannot say nothing about the attitude. From what I saw, the performance was absolutely god-awful. Yes, we had chances. You would expect Chelsea Football Club, the club with players like Enzo Fernandez, Moises Caicedo starting, Cole Palmer starting, to have chances against Middlesbrough. The fact that we failed to take them is obviously disappointing, and you can't score every chance, and sometimes football's like that. But it's not a sometimes case for Chelsea. It has been consistently poor for over a year now. I don't want to drag this video on too long. I think I'm going to end it there. Again, Chelsea make Mauricio Pochettino decisions as owner's stance remain clear. It does appear he will be staying at least for the Fulham game, at least for the Aston Villa game, and for the second leg against Middlesbrough. I don't even know what to expect anymore. If we go crashing out of both competitions, I won't be surprised. And if the owners just think that's acceptable, then we're in trouble. I've been The Quick Take, and I will catch you on the next one. See you later.